Red V TV here after the 40-18 defeat to Warrington. I don't think I can find a Saints fan who was willing to come on and describe that, because it was that bad after the first 25 minutes. It was as if we'd got on the coach. I thought we'd won the game and gone home, and Warrington had carried on playing. First 25-30 minutes, absolute dominance from Saints. I was a little bit worried that we didn't convert all the possession we had into points early on. But 14-0 up, we were absolutely cruising the game, and all of a sudden we switched off. We gave Warrington 2 easy tries before half-time. That 10-minute spell, you hope it's a bit of a blip, but then you come out second half, straight away, Adam Walker drops the ball, and then Warrington go and score. And then it was error after error after error. Warrington got lucky maybe with 1 or 2 of the tries before the line and one. It was definitely not forward, and he picked up and races away to score. But you know what? It's abysmal. Absolutely diabolical performance. And the players, you can't do that for 25 minutes and do everything right and then suddenly switch off. It's completely unprofessional. And I think after games this season, we've seen them, some of the players come back out and say, oh, we turned up and we lost because we had the wrong attitude. Well, the attitude switched off after 25 minutes. The completion rate wasn't good enough. It was pretty poor in the first half. In the second half, it was pretty much non-existent. And we capitulated. We've started games this season where we've done it in the first 15-20 minutes and and dug ourselves a hole. Tonight, we started perfectly. 25 seconds in, Swift scores. And then we go on and we're playing with a lead and we're playing with confidence, and then a couple of stupid errors, and that happens. And let's make no mistake about it, Warrington are absolutely dire. They were missing players, but they got that little bit of belief. As soon as they took that lead into the second half, they were running with pace, they were enthusiasm, and we wilted. These are grown professional Super League players, and they didn't look like it tonight at all after that first 25 minutes. 25 minutes I've got no problem with. After that though, where'd you go? It's just, I'll tell you something, Justin Holbrook is going to come in and he has got an absolute massive job to do, because that side has got so many issues. There's potential there, and the structure after the first half an hour went completely. Everything that seemed to be working, we just stopped doing. The kicking game was abysmal, I thought, in the first half, even with that wind. When we should be putting bombs up in that wind and testing Warrington, we were dropping them really short. Matty Smith should have been putting them bombs up and dropping them in front of the wire try line, and they were coming really short and putting them under no pressure whatsoever. Second half, Warrington come out and did exactly what we should have been doing, pouring it really, really high, to the point where Regan Grace or Adam Swift is either going to drop the ball and give you the opportunity to score, or you're going to be under pressure straight away because your defensive line's got that much chance to get further up the field. And I honestly don't know what to say. What I can say is we'll probably go to Castleford next week and win. That is Saints all over. It's just, you could quite easily say we could go to Castleford next week and lose and your season's over, because I think I've talked before, 3 or 4 wins in this league and you'll shoot up the table. Now, Salford have gone to Wigan tonight and won. It was a massive opportunity to go behind 2 points behind Wigan, and then with Magic coming up against Hull, and then Warrington home the week after, you could have been going into that derby and looking to go above Wigan in the table. And we're blowing opportunities. There is a chance to go up the table, but at the end of the day, you've got to say, the position we are on the table, that team deserves to be there. You just cannot do what we're doing in games and expect to win them. Defensively, most of the year we've been spot on. I've probably bummed us up on the Twitter feed and the social media this week by saying Saints have got the second best defence in Super League, and you go and make a mug of us. 40 points. I think the worst part is we conceded 28 points in the second half. We were leading. You needed to come out second half, settle the game, get through your first set, kick long, and settle yourself into the game. What do? We knock on. A comedy in the end, absolute comedy. And then your last 5 minutes, you seem to start going through you start throwing the ball about again after the game's gone, and then things aren't sticking, and then you're just digging yourself a bigger hole. And I don't know what the option is. I've seen a couple of tweets with people saying we missed John Wilkin, but have you? Because maybe John Wilkin would have settled the side down and got us organised a little bit more, because we seem to lack organisation. James Roby came back in the side. Still offers you far more than Tommy Lee, but still look rusty. So on the plus side, he's got some good minutes in his legs there, and he'll be better for that. Who else went well tonight? I'm struggling. I really am struggling. First 25 minutes I thought we were good, but after that, everybody let themselves down. That was a collective team effort. Let themselves down tonight, and where'd you go? Yeah, absolutely lost for words. You just can't afford to do that. Super League games last 80 minutes and we played for 30. Right, we move on. We will see what next week brings. I noticed Alex Walmsley was watching that game live from the hotel at 5 AM in Australia. I really hope Justin Holbrook got up as well and watched that, because he has got a lot of work to do with some of those players. Because, do you know what? If they want to be part of this Saints squad going forward, then they're not doing the best thing to make sure they're part of it. Because if they're playing for the futures, there's a couple of those players who aren't going to be here, and you know what? They'll have no complaints, because they're letting themselves down big time. Right, we will see you next week. Castleford. We will go there and we will win, and we will be on the road to Wembley. And if you believe I'm sincere with that, we will see. Right, home, beers, and watch the game again. Don't think so. Right, like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think on the Red V forum, and we will see you next week after Castleford.